So you're going to make a test. You have a pool or bank of 9 questions, 3 of each kind. And now you can make the test in 2 different ways. One, you can suppose pick 1 question from each set, one from add, one from subtract, one from multiply. Or you can simply say, well, I don't care. I can just pick 3 questions from the whole thing. Now, this is a very important decision when it comes to Canvas. You have to decide which way you prefer, and that will make you decide which way to go. If you have to watch, honestly, if you have to watch one video in Canvas, for Canvas, you want to know this thing more than anything else that you have done. So let me explain what's going on here. Canvas has 2 kinds of engines, classic, the old one, or the new quiz, they call it new, the new one. Okay. You can go from classic to new, but not to other way around. Now, before I go to any video, I cannot use the new quiz at all. The way I teach my classes, I will never use the new quiz format, not at least until they make changes. Now, this is the pool that I have put it there. If you choose classic quiz engine, that is question banks, not pools, they're called question banks. Now here, you can choose a question from this, question from that, and question from that. It's fine, it can be chosen. If you choose new quiz engine, then you cannot do it. You can either choose questions from the whole set or individual question which will not be randomized. So if you want to choose, for instance, one from there, one from there, one from there, you have to actually make 3 item banks, one for each there. So, well, this is supposed to be add and subtract, whatever. So now you can pick one from here, one from there, one from there. But you cannot do that here. You choose either all of them and pick 2 or 3 from there, or you can pick one at a time, but then you lose randomness. So obviously, you might say, well, why bother to go to new quiz? You might as well go choose classic. Well, the thing is they both have good points and bad points. So let me again explain. In a classic quiz, you cannot duplicate a question. There is no link between question bank and the quiz. Once you pick a question from a question bank, the link is broken, which means if you want to make changes to the question bank, it will not go to the quiz. But this one is very more user-friendly, more intuitive. You can group questions. You can add questions within a group. You can go back and forth within the groups. Very convenient. New quiz has biggest problem. This one is that it creates lots of banks. So for instance, I transferred one class of mine. I had more like 200 item banks, each having 2 or 3 or 4 questions. Now I cannot manage that many item banks. And if you update a question, it will not apply to the existing ones. Suppose some people took the test, some are going to take the test later, or something is happening. If you apply the change, it will not go to the previous ones. It's not a bad thing. When I switch into Canvas, make a wise decision. You want to go to new quiz or the classic quiz. Classic quiz is the default. You go to classic quiz when it gets transferred. You can change from there to new quiz. But decide classic quiz also, see how it works out there. And switching to new quiz is very easy, simpler to migrate it. It's a one click. It does the job very nicely, very fine, and perfect job it does it. Anyway, this is all I wanted to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be making more videos of this nature. So anyway, this is end of this video.